That was a very good hero against Swiftblade, obviously, because he has that very, very high damage punch through the spin of the Swiftblade. So all you need is like 200-300 damage from your teammates through the spin along with the Deadwood ult, and he will fall. He's also a decent hero against Doctor. Like if you do pick up that Lex as we talked about earlier, you are able to like kill Doctor before he finishes like one or two items. So
Yeah.
Deadwood can finish off Doctor Repulsor himself if he gets an early blink, and at the same time he does do a lot of damage through the spin on Swiftblade. So I guess that would be my reasoning as to why you would pick it up. But I'm still kind of curious as to why they would, because it's not like a signature hero against Legion's lineup by any means.
Yeah, you know, Prisoner is another hero that's pretty good against both of those, and obviously that's one that Fuzzy Sloth has a lot of history playing, so it's like you wonder why Deadwood over that.
I personally feel like that would have been a better pick as well, but, well, Complexity definitely has a plan here.
Yeah. You'd hope so, at least. BMG, they ban out carries. Dark Lady, Malakin, and Bushwhack even throwing up there. So it gets very interesting as it goes on. Bushwhack, the definitely the one that really stands out. But I mean, they have played a little bit of Bushwhack before, so don't want to give them
It's
that
been a
option.
while, but they've definitely picked it. So, but yeah, once again, banning out foremost as carries, just like game one in the second banning phase. And the same thing goes for Complexity. They're banning out Boxy's heroes.
Yeah.
Devour, Devour, Bubbles, and Puppet Master. BMG has been playing the dual/Tricore here with the Dr. Repulsor Puppet in the same lineup.
Yeah.
So I think Puppet was a very smart fan. Because they have been doing it quite a lot recently in their scrims. So he's definitely been doing his research, as we said game one.
Now, I know we were talking about the Swiftblade possibly going to end up with the Suicide. You know, something they've done actually a little bit recently is a roaming Swiftblade. Fusen actually plays it.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's had mixed. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. So,
Yeah.
Fade. Are we gonna see a 0-17? No, I'm just kidding. No, but I really like Fade here. I think it's good. Like it's a hero that can definitely just pick on these heroes like Behemoth and Deadwood all game long. And this also makes their strategy completely unreadable. Like right now, BMG can literally do anything. They can, well, they don't jungle Doctor, but it's still like hard for them to read. They could tri-lane, they could 1-2-2, they could 2-2-1. They can do anything here. So it's really hard for coL to think that this is what they're gonna do. End of story.
Yeah.
So and I really like Fade against the lineup they have. So we'll see how they make it work.
Oh, looking for the fourth pick. Obviously, it carries one of those, most likely. As well as
I think they should pick up their support first. And I'm not sure why they're not picking a Luna here. Love is obviously... Well, Love loves Luna. They pick it all the time.
That he does. Oh.
Oh.
But they go Pearl. Okay.
Question. Is this W... No, you cannot... Wait.
Push Swiftblade? Is that what you're getting at, or what?
Can you push away Swiftblade for spin? No, right?
I want to say yes. I don't think it's like actually. I don't think the push effect is magic. I'm pretty sure the push effect is, if anything, superior. So
yeah, like I know the damage is magic, but if
Yeah.
you can push away Swiftblade, that's a really good pick.
yeah,
And Mage Bane to top it off is also amazing. Like against Doctor, against Hellbringer, and when he picks up those, I really like Hellbringer's lineup. I definitely give them the drafting advantage here. But it comes down to the lanes here because Pearl does have the drawback of not being the strongest laner, and she's really hard to lane. So if she was to be in a 2v2, that's in Complexity's disadvantage. But if Pearl pushes away Swiftblade, as we both think, then that is very good. And it's a lot of backline towards Mageman as well when she does end up getting a blink.
yeah.
Interesting lineup. Very interesting lineup.
I mean, both teams. You're talking about the Hellbringer. Fusen actually going to be playing the Hellbringer here in the end, so going to be more of a support Hellbringer here for Bad Monkey Gaming. But, you know, I've been bringing this up a couple times. We've seen teams try and Hellbringer in these cycles recently, but it seems like it's been like the Revolution, this new Reason Gaming team, you know, teams that are kind of still building up. BMG, they're using it here. We haven't really been seeing on the top teams. But Bad Monkey Gaming busting it out. Do you think it's actually a good pick here?
I mean, I don't really know where to put Hellbringer at the moment. I think everyone is aware of the fact that the ultimate is incredibly strong, and that's the main reason that you pick it. And it is good against initiation lineups and to counter-initiate against Hellbringer's lineup. And if it does manage to land a good ulti on like a hero like Behemoth plus a couple of others, that's good. But I honestly don't really know what to think about Hellbringer yet. I've only tried him myself one game, which ended up working very well, and I lost to Revolution myself with Panny's Voice against the Hellbringer. So I have mixed feelings. I've seen Hellbringers do great work, and I've seen Hellbringers not do good work.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
The ultimate is now. Oh, I'm wondering. No. Okay, I had to think about that for a second, but yeah, I think we've actually brought this up before. Because yeah, you think asphyxia here from Pearl, being a purging effect, it doesn't work like a nullifier though, or something like that. So it doesn't like instantly kill a Malphite. It instead just removes debuffs here. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That would be insane if you could
yeah.
purge Malphite.
That would be pretty crazy.
But I mean, like, Nullfire is not a terrible item on Magebane, so he might end up picking that up. I honestly think he should.
Oh yeah, they changed that, didn't
so,
they? Okay.
Yeah, so getting a Nullfire on Magebane wouldn't be too bad. And I think there's like a couple. He could go to the split push build where he gets the Geos, he gets the Frostwolf, he doesn't go Shrunken, and he roams around. But look at Legion's lineup. Like, he will not be able to split push optimally. He should be picked off when he split pushes eventually. So I personally would favor an eventual Shrunken Head as his 4th or 5th item, maybe. And in an item build where you have a Shrunken, Nullfire is not a bad item because he doesn't need to tank up in the same way as he does this if he doesn't have a Shrunken. Mm-hmm. So I definitely see a Nullfire being a viable pickup, and Hellbringer ulti is crazy if it is allowed to be there. They're going to long lane, double lane, by the way, so they do the 2-1-2, like last game where they had Cthulhu long lane.
All right. That they are. So, yeah, definitely interesting picks though on either side. Really interested to see how this one shapes up here. Magebane mentioned again, great against the Doctor Repulsor. Those mana rifts. Got to look out for them here.
But I mean, if we look at the list of laning here, we have a 2v2 top plus Parasite, of course. And then we have a Behemoth bottom. So Behemoth should be able to get experience in the start because of blocking the waves. Deadwood should absolutely destroy Fade in mid lane. And then we have a top lane that will probably be the ultimate factor here. If BMG does end up feeding in top, and they lose mid, and Behemoth gets experience bottom, and Complexity as a jungler, this game could end early, like very, very early. So I think most of it is going to come down to the top lane here, because I don't see Fade winning over Deadwood in lane.
Yeah. That seems like a tough task for sure. Deadwood's hits pretty damn hard with that hatchet and the Oak Bolt that he has here currently. So, all right, horn's been blown here. Here we go. Game 2 now commencing. Obviously, again, a 1-0 lead for Complexity, trying to secure the victory here. Oh, Behemoth. He went to go for the fissure, but then he stopped. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. I guess.
He saw 2 heroes top and expected a tri-lane.
Oh, okay.
But he's going to get a lot of damage on him here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Gonna be
no, he just expected the tri-lane. But yeah, Fusen should be able to push him out. I mean, Hellbringer has very high base damage and a lot of stats, so he should be fine here.
Yeah.
It's all going to come down to Parasite's roams here in the top lane. Like, if he manages to get the roams off, Hellbringer's going to take over it. Because when Magebane gets level 3, like, Swiftblade will not be able to spin anymore. He's just going to drain his mana. And the funny thing is that... Nope, just kidding. I was going to say that BMG doesn't think that Empath is here. But they do have a ward there. But then he ran up in lane, so...
Well, you saw right there the wall even coming out, but I don't know what they intended to happen there, because he just blinked right through, so almost like a waste, you would think, to even try for it, but
yeah.
Figured just in case. Maybe he didn't level it up at level 1, which could have been possible. If he didn't feel like the Empath was here, maybe he would have gone his Q first, but yeah, he did go the flash first, so easily blinks through. And now Pearl's up here.
And now comes Parasite. He always spot about a ward, but they might not do it in time. They're actually not backing.
Uh-oh. Empath.
Might be a dead Empath.
There we go. Asphyxia comes out. There's a Camman stomp. She does put the wall off. It doesn't matter. Love gets Bloodlust. Playing the Pearl right there. So, yeah, you're right. They had the ward. They definitely knew something was coming, but they did not pick up on it in time.
Nope. So, unfortunate. But maybe just bad team communication, or they just simply didn't see it on the minimap. But I'm not sure if we should question their ability to read the map in that specific situation, or if we should question where the ward was placed, because I personally feel here that they either A, should have blocked the pull, or B, placed it so they actually saw the Parasite rotations, because they're what they want to do up here in the top lane is that they don't want to die. That's the only thing. They don't want Magebane to free farm, but they're not going to win the lane. So their one goal here is not to feed and just go even. So that ward is not actually giving them enough information because if they do actually get the pull as well, and Pearl is able to triple pull, then they will get so far behind.
Yeah.
So I think I disagree a little bit with the ward placement here from Legion.
Well, it's a good thing Love didn't actually time out there a couple seconds before because they definitely needed him for that bloodlust kill. So clearly something happening. So hopefully not too much of a pause here. Going to be coming back, but yeah, this ward of sight, very questionable for sure. And now with Empath dead, she's going to have to run all the way back up here. And I mean, I assume do they still send Empath up here? I guess they could send her mid instead to try to make it a 2 versus 1 middle here. Or is it just not worth doing that?
I mean, like, will she be able to do anything mid though? Because if they do end up moving her mid, she'll be fine in the start. But if Pearl, like, I feel like they just want to rotate Pearl wherever their dual lane is. So I don't think that if she goes mid, it won't make a difference because Pearl would move over there. But if Pearl, for some reason, wouldn't, then it would be a great idea. Yeah, because like, they won't be able to do much top now. And Magespin has that level 3. He's going to blink on Swiftblade, remove the mana. He can't spin anymore. Parasite can still do the gank. So I definitely agree that they need to do something here with the Empath. But I don't see her do a lot mid as long as Pearl rotates with him. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But Boxy's not doing too bad here, by the way. He's 8-1 versus 11-2. So he's doing totally fine considering the matchup.
Okay, you know what? I might have been wrong on the W. I mean, people are pretty intent, pretty content that the W does not actually push through Magic Immunity.
Oh.
As far as shrunken head targets and whatnot. So I don't know. I felt like it actually does, but I guess I might be wrong on that.
Well, Waza, hello. Can you buff her? Push
right.
for that would be sick. But I mean, if we think about it, that would be insane. I mean,
yeah,
Charlie has to push back on the ultimate and the double perch. I mean, it would do a little bit over the top, but I kind of recall they were able to do so. But.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. It just feels like that you should be able to, but yeah, it does say magic type actually on the cast tab as well if you go over the World Bubble tooltip. So maybe it actually is in the end. But I mean, still, again, the ultimate elfer, as you mentioned that too, how will actually work. That is superior push now.
Yeah,
we'll be able to knock them back and put out that great heal.
That's the thing because Legion is like that all in. Like they will Hellbringer ult. Fade initiate, and then Pearl blinks in and just poof pushes everyone away, and they're no longer on top of them, and that's how they deal their damage. So Pearl is a very good pick here.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Rhapsody idea, but at the same time, Rhapsody knows vulnerable to having to channel it, of course, and that could definitely be an issue where he just simply needs to press it once, and then it's kind of done its job. So
they just tried to go on Pearl top, by the way, but realized halfway through that, yeah, we're not gonna kill her. She should pick up boots, I think, here as well, by the way. If she gets boots, she will never die top, so I feel like she can be greedy enough to do so and just buy more wards later.
Yeah, you know what? The funny thing about trying to Essence Link her, she just pops Asphyxiate on herself and removes it, so yeah,
agreed.
Not easy. So still has ways to deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how's the middle matchup going here? Fade 19-1, Deadwood 20-2, so it's actually pretty even here so far.
Yeah, no, Buxy's doing a little bit better than he should be, but he does have the ward for from Root there to spot the Parasite, so I guess he's not afraid at all of the Parasite ganks because he'll always see them coming. So that makes sense. That's probably why, because he's just playing up all the time and can play like a Deadwood himself.
Yeah.
So he's just not afraid of Parasite, which that ward gives him. But I feel like Parasite should pick up Dust here and gank mid because like top is doing so incredibly well already. But if they can kill mid, then they're like really winning 2 lanes. Oh, he's actually going here, mid.
They're going for Swiftblade, by the way, at the top lane, and this is probably going to be a kill. War Bubble comes out to assist, and there we go. Yeah, Swiftblade, that was such a greedy play by Milwaukee there. As actually Empath is also going to get caught, and I think she's dead right here. They'll probably dive this anyways. The boots, there we go, Asphyxiate, and that wasn't even necessary. But yeah, Make went in there, and he spun on the pole camp that Pearl was doing to try to get some creep kills, which he might have got a couple, but clearly that made him very vulnerable to getting killed.
He spun on the pole?
Yeah, to kill the creeps, yeah.
That's... Empath cannot go back top now. Like, this lane is completely lost. They have to leave this or change... Oh, and he's dead again. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Empath is coming. She walled a little too late right there, though. 68 again coming out. Mageman chose not to chase, actually.
No, he didn't have enough mana for Blink, so he ran to the outpost to buy this +6 intelligence to get enough mana to do so. But if he actually ended up chasing from the beginning, he would have Blink in 4 seconds, so he would have caught him then. But it was a good line of thinking. Holy shit.
Meanwhile, Fuzzy Sloth, he finds bot. Was that even? Yeah, he did ulti there. Okay.
Yep.
Catches him in the middle. So, this is what you're talking about. This is where it could start being of a concern for BMG. It starts to get a little out of control early on, and we're already looking at 4-0.
Going very well. It's going exactly the way it should be going on paper. So, just on paper, Hellborn's lineup was just stronger in lanes in the way that BMG set up, and this is all going to come down to Balthasar, just like Game 1, to be honest, where we saw that Freeman show by Behe, Doctor, and Elephant, sorry. I didn't mean Behe. Doctor, Elephant, and who was the third hero?
It wasn't Cersei.
It wasn't Plague.
Plague, rather. I know that, yeah.
Let me check it out.
I'm trying to think now of the lanes, yeah.
Kraken, right.
Kraken, okay.
So they're putting a lot of pressure here on both Boxy and Balthasar in this particular game. It's going to come down to their rotations, and Fade is dead mid again.
Oh, he does have Invis. Never mind, he doesn't.
But
More seconds. And they had Dust anyways, you're right. So it wouldn't have mattered. And there we go. Facehug to secure the kill. And it has begun, once again, for Complexity as far as the constant pressure they're putting out here now.
Yeah.
In the middle and the top. So, yep, Balthazar, as you're just getting at him, he's having a hell of a time. 280 gold per minute down here. Look at top lane again, though. Behemoth is coming in.
Yeah,
it's going to be another kill. That's at least one. Yeah, going to give up on Swiftblade. They'll be fine with Empath.
Poured in from Fade, ulting up straight away. They did not see this port coming because there was nowhere to spot it. And he ported behind the tower. He does get spotted by Reveler, though.
Oh no, this is going to backfire, I'm pretty sure. Pearl might die, but, well, at what cost? At least one of their lives. Look at Fade, he's trying to run the whole time. Mana Riff, a very weak one at that, not doing a whole lot of damage. It doesn't matter, though. It actually gets the kill on a Fade. I don't know. I'm not sure what Formless was going for there, because they both had a good amount of mana at that point, honestly, but it's still...
Let's try to deal a little bit of extra damage to both heroes, I guess. And Empath's just staying up here, like, for no reason at all. And Ward will be taken out once again.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
Yeah, Balthasar, time for you to move lane soon. It's all gonna come down to him.
Yeah, getting active here already. Kind of need that. Swiftblade, Swift Slashes. He uses it more of a, I want to survive here, Swift Slashes, and kill somebody. It ain't going to happen, though. Facehug eventually comes out, gets killed. It's almost like they would eventually learn the lesson up here. That it's just not working.
Yep. But it just all comes down to the initial lineup, as we talked about it. They don't have anywhere to put Empath. Like, where does Empath go?
Yeah.
Like, if their top lane fails, which it ended up doing, like, she can't go mid, Pearl will follow, and they'll still lose the 2 lanes that they ended up doing. If she goes bottom, they're effectively tri-laning a Dr. Repulsor, and all they can do is stack up the jungle, which they have been doing, by the way, on 2 of their camps. So, I don't know, like, it's just hard for them to have that hero, and it was the same thing last game, where they had that double support, and they both didn't do anything, like, in the entire game in the start, and we're seeing the same thing here. Their supports are just not having any impact. It's all comes down to the other 3 heroes.
Look at the roaming Behemoth. Strider's got some Veiled Rot yet again. So Oscar looking for an opportunity.
1,000 gold on Deadwood, that's scary. And he has dust, right? No dust?
No.
No dust. Okay, they need to wait for Parasite. He's coming right now. Running over.
Yeah, he's the one with the dust.
BMG is ready for this, though. They have to... Oh, just kidding. No, they're ready. Yeah, exactly. They're sitting behind him. But I don't think it will be enough.
Dust, Facehug? Yep. Look at the range, man.
Well,
there we go. Shockwave just to make sure. Good job right there to finish him off. Yeah, it seemed like that was maybe a little too early, but it actually still worked in the end. Well, so you're kind of joking about the 0-17 Fade, but...
Well, it's not Root playing it this
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, it's actually more of a middle Fade here.
Yeah.
With Foxy, but ain't good so far. 1-4-0 to start.
It would be funny. It would be very funny.
Yeah, I don't think the game would be able to last this long, though, in
No.
this one here, if that's the case. So, but yeah, Deadwood having the farm that he has, 418 gold per minute, has the portal key next line already with the early build that he went here. The Blood Chalice Steam Boots.
And Cleaver is getting, it's going to be a 15-minute Cleaver or 14-minute Cleaver here on Mage Pain, which will be insane. So, and the problem is that they don't have those snowballing, well, they do have the snowballing heroes, but they won't be able to snowball here in BMG. So how are they going to deal with the split pushing Cleaver Mage Pain that they normally would be able to deal with? They can't, because they have no blinks, no farm in anyone except Doctor. So it's going to be very hard. But then again, anything can happen, just like last game. With the comeback.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and again, it starts with Balthazar. He is the top farmer.
Oh, wait, look at Doctor. If he goes in range of the Rev Ward.
Well, can he save his teammate in time now? Deadwood goes in with a Falcon Punch, going for the kill on a fade. It looks like, no, he's going to come up short, actually. And Doctor in the background flying in, going to try to take up Behemoth. Should be successful. Meanwhile, Fuzzy Slot does turn it on to Boxy before he will fall right here. So Balthazar happened to be here, though, with the Infus Rune. And that was able to set up at least the 2-for-1 turn in the end.
Yeah, and like you might think of the fact that they did lose 2 heroes. They do kill Fade, which is like their most important target right now. Because if he gets a blink, the game will be harder. But they got a tower for free in the top lane. They got 5 TPs from BMG, so they have no TPs to go anywhere for the next 70 seconds, and they got a tower. So tower, 5 TPs for 2 deaths on your own team, plus a kill on their like most important hero right now after Doctor. I'd take that any day.
Yeah.
So I would actually say that went in favor of coL, and I said 14, 15-minute Cleaver. I think I'm going to have to take back that statement.
A little sooner, 470 gold per minute. Does he already have 1 broadsword? I don't...
yeah, he has one. He has 1 broadsword, that's what I mean.
Already bought one, wow.
Only needs 600 gold, so...
Yeah.
Taking that back.
Jeez, yeah, he's going to have about a 12.5, 13-minute one here, so... Well, Monkey at least is able to get an Energizer here on top of the Ghost Marchers. There's a little bit of recovery coming out for him. Obviously a difficult time at that top lane. He's managed to... I think he's been jungling a little bit.
Yeah.
Since he's rotated.
The rotation you do with Mage Pain normally is you push out the lane. Well, if you want, that's what you want to do. You push out the lane, you blink into hard camp, you kill that, you kill the pole, and by that time the creep wave is back top and you go back top again. So that's what he's been doing.
Portal key on Deadwood. It's a coming. Yep. And he's almost level 11 too, so...
Look at how much like their emphasis they're putting on his mid lane here on complexity, though.
Yeah.
1 ward on their own side, 1 ward behind the tower here on the Legion side. And here comes the blink. They're going to go for it. There's 4 heroes of BMG ready, though, with the Hellbringer ults. But he will not be able to get it off in time, will he?
There's Malphus. Fate will live. It works. That's hilarious how it was just so instant as far as the bait. All right.
Yeah, they got baited two times in a row. Last time it ended up in their favor, but this should be a tower in BMG's favor. So they do get the Cleaver and the Puzzle level 2 on Parasite, so they are building up their items very fast here. And yeah, they're going to do a lot of work with this Puzzle Box as well. There's no way for BMG to deal with Puzzle Box.
And here goes Malphus, taking out the tower. You see vulnerability coming out. Behemoth running in. Actually, he's going to go for it. Enrage. Oh, auto attack with the wall. It's going to put him out of range. We'll play it right there. Here comes a TP, though. The tower is going to be killed, but now Pearl in the flank. Misses the Whirl Bubble. Doesn't matter, though. Hellbringer's going to fall. And you see the Wild Hunter, or I guess not the Wild Hunter now, the Stealth Hunter, looking for an opportunity. Dr. Repulsor pushing the bottom secondary in the meantime. Man, Balthazar really doing all that he can here.
Yeah. Hellfire finished. This is Balthazar's thing now. Like, if he wants to bring his team back and like to work on this, then it's about him. And he's actually running bottom. Is he actually? Oh, he's gonna kill Abby. Nope. Just kidding. He wanted to. He definitely wanted to. Oh, he gets a regen. That's huge. Oh no.
Is it huge?
Stolen haste.
Jumped by Parasite with that puzzle box. It went from huge to not so big pretty fast.
He has team boost and intelligence. If he had no strength, he would have lived there. The silence was just out when he died. So he had it on int to regen up to full life for the rune. Then he forgot to swap them back to strength, and he died because of it.
Yeah, that's crucial.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I feel.
And dead Hellbringer.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, puzzle box. I don't even know if he needed to even do that, but yeah, get the quick kill and get on out of there. So that's the idea of a Deadwood. As he shows right there once again. So yeah, what you got also getting the bonus 500 gold basically from that kill as well onto Baltazar, which allows him to finish a level 3 puzzle box already. So it's one thing for a Rune Cleaver and already more Mageman, but a level 3 puzzle box at about 15 minutes in.
Against double support lineup as well and the Fade. Like, that's so huge.
And you got the
Link
Deadwood.
They have everything they need right now to fight, but the good thing is that they don't even need to fight. Like, they have late game by far, by far. So yeah, just keep on farming, take every fight that they receive, but don't search for them, and keep getting these pickoffs. And Fade actually had to ult there because he was afraid of getting ulted by Deadwood, which will drop here unless Oscar is trying to go for the big plays.
Behemoth, he wanted to. He missed the fissure actually. And Deadwood will fall. So, but we're kind of noticing a trend here. If the Legion team gets kills, it seems like it's a lot of them together. The Complexity gets kills. They're doing it kind of individually.
Exactly. They're opening space. Like, they're playing this 4+1 lineup where their Mage Bane has been part of 7 kills.
Yeah.
And that's just like when he's been blinked in the last second and finished him off. And it's yeah, like you said, like 5 heroes for BMG, while coL is just making more and more space for Mage Bane to farm. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a 700 GPM Mage Bane if this game goes long.
Yeah, it's already definitely well on that track. I mean, the Rune Cleaver, the Firebrand now. We've been seeing Mage Bane a lot this cycle 3, especially as a go-to carry hero. And yeah, we have had some pretty impressive GPM performances, 700 plus several times. So could definitely be another one of those if again it does even prove to be that long. But again, it's definitely not a losing battle just yet for BMG.
I don't know. They can still come back. It just comes down to Doctor's rotations, as we talked about. Swiftblade top with haste. Not gonna do anything. 500 off Link on Boxy. But it's all comes down to the fact that we said that they cannot solo kill anyone. Like, they just can't. Like, Fade can't even solo kill Pearl because she has a Bound Eye. And while the Hellborn's team, Deadwood can solo kill pretty much anyone in Legion.
Yeah.
Parasite can solo kill anyone because he has a puzzle free already. Behemoth can solo kill anyone. And then we have Mage Bane who's just farming. So it's so hard for them to make plays with having that in mind.
Yeah, Mage Bane continuing to clear throughout the jungle. Meanwhile, the rest of his team, at least Behemoth, Deadwood, moving around towards the middle. You got Pearl also here. Haven't seen the preservation just yet. Hasn't really had the opportunity to use it. But that's something else that's going to be of an issue, I'm sure, as this game continues on. She is also leveling up the Soothing Presence now, by the way, which...
Yeah, sorry, I started laughing because look at mid lane on Hellborn side, those couriers.
Oh, yeah.
We got a flying panda with a bamboo stick, a flying teddy bear with 3 oranges, and a crystal dragon.
That's New Earth, man.
It just looks
like
a
crazy universe. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I've seen all the. You definitely took a little bit to get used to with all these courier icons flying around.
Yeah.
And notice, I keep actually, especially the crystal one, the Paragon one. I actually almost think it's a shiver every time I see it.
I was actually thinking the same thing, and then I realized that there's no Tundra.
Can't click on it.
No.
Throws you off.
I was gonna say that Mage Bane's choice of items this game went from the original Chunkin build, Nullfire, to he can just go with the split push build now. He can go that instant Geo Frostwolf or Geo Heart. Like, he doesn't have to get that insanely. Yeah, okay, he's going Frostburn here, or Chunkin, I guess. We'll see what it does end up going, but either way is fine because he's so far ahead. And the good thing is that his entire team has farm as well. So if he does end up getting picked off with that Geo Frostwolf, that is every ability on Legion used on him, and his team can just kill him by doing that. So we'll see. By the way, we talked about Mage Bane. I think he had 900 GPM this cycle, didn't he? Well, that was Formless as well.
I want to say, yeah, I thought I do remember a performance that was up there of even 900. So
I think so
it
too.
might have been him. Yeah, I'd have to double check that, but. Yeah, times like this where you do realize, wish we had Quincy, man.
Yeah, where's Quincy?
It's his real life stuff. He got a new job recently, so or like an upgrade or whatever. But he's busy with the real life job, so unfortunately not able to make as many.
Can't you get his bot and use that?
Just get his bot that does stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
what he does do, yeah, he actually does. He does keep them updated after every cycle. I'm pretty sure, and he will have like the stats for after the cycles. But as far as like during the games, obviously he's not here, so. But we'll have the cycle 3 stats. Don't worry, we can see your KD. Everything after this.
That's what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Oh god, that might be
Middle.
that could be a huge kill. But Pro's right here. Pro's
Here
right here.
comes
Come
the
on, Pro.
bait. Pearl, the preservation. It's out of range! It wasn't in range, and he is going to die in the end. They do get the turn kill onto Dr. Repulsor, but it was just on the outskirts of the preservation there.
What is that port?
And Hellbringer, that's not going to work. Oh, double tap for Fuzzy Sloth. So the saving grace is that Doctor died at least. But that almost was bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was in favor of BMG kind of ish, and then Hellbringer died as well. So Hellbringer is sorry, Complex is just gonna wait for Mageman to spawn, then they're gonna Dogu. I don't know. I haven't slept today.
We're almost there, Slaft. We're almost there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and speak slower here. So they're gonna get that token on Magepain, and then he can't then he won't die for another 7 minutes.
Okay.
Parasite. Okay, so I do have the Alk by the way on Slipblade. We did not
Yeah,
mention that.
he just got that, I think, yeah.
So that's going to be a big factor, but we still have to consider that if he does kill the purple creep, that's a lot of true damage in his face, and he doesn't have the biggest health pool. So he has to go for the mana creep here, I think, and the Parasite will always be in the purple one. This is going to be really tough here, but they should definitely go Kong here. For sure.
The Hellborn team, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flux here. Got the control of it, and just being Hellborn in general obviously helps. Deadwood is in the middle here with a Veiled Rod, seeing if somebody's maybe scouting it out. But not looking like they're not. Okay, they probably are. Yeah, they are grouped up here. And there
It's
we go.
funny because they know the complexity is doing Conger, and they're doing their goddamn 5-man smoke thing behind the. They're gonna take the long way around. They're gonna wait for a hero to walk up to Kong, and then they're gonna go in.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Or they're gonna scout the Hellborn jungle because maybe they don't know.
Oh, I thought that was a Conger play because it's so typical BMG to just smoke up when Conger is up,
Yeah.
and then just go towards it and sneak. That's how they've won so many team fights doing so.
Yeah.
And won so many Conger fights. But it looks like they don't know. You're right.
And that means token from H-Bane, as well as
Shrunken? He hasn't bought his Ice Brand, so it feels
Yeah.
weird if he doesn't go Shrunken here.
pretty sure it has to be at this point. Yeah, 2,700 gold now.
I mean, they could just press the issue and go base and like get the last 3 outer towers and then go base with a Shrunken Head, or they could just keep on split farming and get the Frostburn. Either way is fine, to be honest. Like, it's really what Complexity feels like doing because the game is in their control. Yeah, Shrunken Head. Okay.
There we go. That's being delivered out. So yeah, pushing towards the middle lane here. Secondary tower, it's going to drop pretty fast here. You got Hellbringer kind of nearby, but not much he can do by himself. Well, they counter push a little bit.
It's going Olsen on Doctor, by the way.
Yep. Just like last game and the earlier game here, so continuing that trend. Guess Baltazar, this is just his preference here lately.
Yeah, it seems to be his go-to build. And I think that there are so many spells on Hellborn to remove the Nullstone in this game that it won't make a difference at all. But then again, they do have the Behemoth, which is a great hero against Doctor, and same goes for Deadwood, so he just needs to get caught in one stun or one grasp, and he's gone. So it's hard. But I still would have preferred a Shrunken Head and not a Nullstone in this game on Doctor.
Yeah. It does definitely seem like overkill on the regen, too, and everything, so Hellflower provides plenty of that already. Mage Bane is going to, you see right there, Hellbringer using the Evil Presence to amp some damage onto him. He actually takes a good amount, drops to about half life for blinking out. Do they have lifesteal?
Abyssal on Parasite.
They do, okay. Let's try to get some life up here. Oh, fade.
Goodbye.
Oh, turns around. Is he going to be chased? He is. Deadwood. He knows where he is, kind of at least. He does take a Burning Shadow stun. Behemoth? No, not going to go for it. The Rotten Grasp will miss.
I actually think he clicked the hero, and when you lose vision of the hero, when you're clicking the hero with the stun, you stop it.
Oh.
So he wanted to block him off, but he misclicked the hero, and then he lost vision, and, well, too bad.
Okay. So, Decided not to go for it in the end. You see bottom lane, by the way, Swift play. Whoa, Magebane blinked right next to him. Pretty sure he didn't see that initially, and now Magebane in trouble. He blinks away, but
oh my god,
nearly dying right there to the Swift Slashes of Swiftblade. If those are level 3 Swift Slashes, then that's a kill for sure. So, granted, he had token at least. That could have been big, though.
Yeah, this is looking so good for complexity. Like, the lead doesn't say that it's a million gold ahead or anything, but with the heroes against the Legion's heroes and with the items that they have, it's just looking so in their favor here. So we'll see how next teamfight does end up going.
Yeah.
But of course, Magebane, all he has to do is wait for Doctor to go in, lose all his mana, and boom, he dies. They still do have to remove the Nullstone, so...
Yeah, which, as you pointed out, though, they do have plenty for that here on the Hellborn side. Middle lane, Pearl pushes away Fade right there. There's a preservation and pushes out Doctor, and now Doctor counter on him. Hellbringer Malphus comes down. Doctor does have time to fly away, as Magebane could have get in there for assistance as soon as possible. And look at the Legion team. They're on retreat. Doctor, oh man, if Magebane was able to see him there, maybe a different story. But he does port out. The chase continues, kind of. Well, they're going to run past Fate, actually.
Oh, what the?
I just didn't see him.
How much left on token here? We got 1 minute. Okay, so they won't be able to use this token. They're going to play it the complexity style. Just chill out, get the last remaining tower here, and then they're going to back off, wait for next Kong before they go base. Which is totally fine. As I said, they do have Nullfire on Parasite, apparently.
Yeah. That's from Alphys here. Dewa, meanwhile, middle lane. He gets jumped. He's going to be picked off here, but at what cost here? Magebane jumping in. Hellbringer.
1 minute token. Go for it, bro. Go, go, go.
Asphyxiation exploded a little bit too early right there. Whirl Bubble coming out, but he's too far. So, yeah, I tried to time it. Unfortunately, a little too late. And they will have to fall back. I wanted to go too far there. So, yeah, as you pointed out, probably going to wait for another Conqueror now. Assassin Shroud, though, on Swiftblade, I mean, he's kind of quietly been rising the ranks here as far as his farm goes.
Yeah, he's doing very well, but it's still a Doctor against the Magebane, and that's a hard game at all times, because if you do that one mistake where your Nullstone's gone and you get blown up, like if that hits your teammates, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But this Parasite Nullfire is going to do a lot of work. I think I like it, actually. Like, since he's not going that particular build on Magebane, picking it up a Parasite is definitely worth it. I've done it myself as well. But I don't know. I don't know. I disagree with this Shrunken Head pickup on Magebane here because they decided to go this slow-paced game. He didn't need to go the Shrunken here. Like, the build with Frostburn, or just going the Heart build would have been way better in a game like this, where they're so far ahead and they're not actually going to do the base push with Conger.
Yeah.
But he does pick up the Geo now, and I guess his next item should be a Wing Bow since he has Shrunken. But he could also go Frostbolt Skull.
Almost found Empath right there, but she TP's out just in time. So yeah, the options for Formless here, definitely a couple of them at least. As far as what would be efficient, we'll see what Formless does decide to go. Pretty sure Dr. Pulsar, that Shrunken Head, is going to be coming here. Let's pick up the Mighty Blade.
And that will actually be huge, because if I'm not wrong, the only one who can remove the Nullstone then is the Deadwood or Parasite. Because you cannot target the Shrunken Head, the Doctor, unless you Willowmaker him or toss the tree or Parasite to him. So that's actually big. Oh, huge initiation here.
Preservation again. This time, though, it's not going to be enough to live. He drops a Bound Eye, but Fade will go down in response, and they get it right back. So the 1-for-1, and as far as the hero rolls go, Complexity coming on the top there. Support for Initiator. And they'll be
definitely in coL's favor. We should have written down a Conger. This is actually a thing. Our spectator interface, can we not add a Conger timer inside the pit?
We have. I have a list of things that have been on the not priority list, obviously, but they're there. And that's one of them as far as the spectator goes, and things to enhance to make things better. So.
Yeah, because that would be a good. I just thought of it like when I was like, when is Conger getting up? We should have a timer in there.
Oh, we ask it all the time. Yeah, I would love if that was there, but yeah, unfortunately, we don't have anything yet. But Like to, hey, at least it allows us to play the guessing game. I'm going to guess at about 31 minutes. So about a minute and a half more.
That makes sense. 31 or 31, 30. And he does go to Frostwolf build here on H-Train, so that's also fine. But, yeah, didn't need a Shrunken.
Nope.
Well. Swift played here. Oh, no. They jumped. Oh, he might still be jumped here.
Good. Yeah, he's definitely dead. He's kind of just, he thought it was just maybe the illusions, if anything, and proved to be a lot more than that at that point. So, good catch by them. Swiftblade does have a buyback, but obviously I don't think it's a point where it's going to be forced to use it here.
They should definitely pressure the thing here and go for the base, especially with Nullfire. I'm not sure if they've shown the Nullfire yet. I don't think they have. Because Parasite has always been inside a creep. So that might actually be a really big thing. He showed it at Conquer Pit before.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, he did. Okay, never mind. They're going to back off here and just wait for Kong, which should spawn here in the next minute.
Keep an eye out for that, but yeah, it seems like it is coming up here. Pearl, by the way, working on Energizer. Interesting, got the Gravelock at first, but I guess following up with the Energizer here. They don't have one on their team. Feels it as a necessary support item here.
Yeah, there's no one else who can go for it, but I still, like last game, would have liked to see her go an early Storm Spirit here. Because if Mageman survives, like, he will just tear the Legion team apart.
We'll see. We'll see. Point of the hero, too. With her Soothing Presence, the Preservation, throw a Storm Spirit in there. Yeah, a lot of saving tools that she would have, but going again, the Energizer at least, so. You can tell they're clearing out the middle creep wave here, though. Again, almost expecting the Conqueror respawn to happen here in the very near future. So, yeah, it seems like we might be pretty close to accurate here. Well, maybe not. They're falling back as a team right now. All the way
we were
back
both
to base.
wrong, by the way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Conqueror's still not. Yeah. Can't be more than 30 seconds. We can't be that bad. It has to be up soon. Fade. Who has the eye on the dealt with us? Okay. Yeah, they're not going to go for this. Box needs to get out of there. Yeah, he's getting out now. Ulti's 1 second left. Deadwood comes down here now.
Uh-oh. Fade, you're in trouble. Nope, he's not going to keep going.
Well, he cannot blink here. If he blinks, he's dead. But he also needs to get out of there.
TP. Stun, anything? Oh, he had the right idea, but just a very, very second late. Okay.
Yeah, what you got should have jumped out a second there earlier and just used his dust. He had dust that entire time. As soon as they heard the blink noise, they should have done that. But it's okay. He does end up porting back to base, and now they're going to get a Conger. And as soon as they see the 2 heroes on top lane, they'll know it's a free Conger. If they decide to show top, which they will not. Alright. So are we going to see the smoke play here from BMG? It is a Conger fight after all. There's one of Fusen. Yeah, one of Fusen. Their ward was counted here by Puzzle Box on Parasite, who will jump inside the melee creep. And yeah, we're going to have a fight here. Box is going to take the long way around, but they do have Deadwood. Oh god. You're dead.
Fade, he's going to be jumped first. No! They don't want to commit to it. Gonna let Hay kind of walk around the puzzle box. Oh, they will find Fade. There's a quick burst. And just like that, Fade's dead. Shrunken head on Mageman, by the way, used.
He expected a counter initiation there. Yeah. Oh, another pick here, maybe. Nope.
Should have played Pound, but gonna have to spin away. So yeah, they go back to Congra, and this will definitely be the kill now. Finish him off. So again, the token. Have to guess it's gonna be on Mageman here.
Yeah, who is 500 off his Frostwolf, so getting really close to that, and it's gonna be so hard killing him after that, especially with a Pearl follow-up here. They have so much backline for Mageman. They did the same strategy last game where they had like an all-in carry strat, which is a lot of backline, and it's working out very well for them.
Yeah. Here comes the middle push. There's a Storm Spirit onto Deadwood, actually.
All right, good. As long as they get one, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I would like two even this game, I would say, but one is a great start. And I mean, Energizer and Pearl might do a little bit of work, but I still feel like a Storm Spirit would have done a little bit more.
You got a tablet on Behemoth picked up as well now.
Yeah.
What else there?
Nothing on Legion besides the Jinjuro, right? We got a tablet / puzzle being worked on Fade. Should be a tablet. And besides that, nothing really. So Tower's going to drop here. Should be a free Rex. Unless BMG feels like they can defend it. They kind of have to, but I'm not sure how they're going to. Frostwolf is picked up and finished.
Jeez. So Tanky hitting pretty hard. Swiftblade right there using the Alk Bones to get Parasite out of the creep and then falls back. So,
Are they really going to back off here? Come on, coL. You don't need to make it longer.
Wait for the next
wait for the next Conger. Oh, God.
One Conger, one Rax.
I mean, he will not get another item in these 3 minutes. He can get close to a wing bow, but he will not get it. So they should definitely push with this. But I guess they feel they got the melee racks. That's all they wanted. So they're just going to go towards bottom and go for that one now. And the BMG they have boxing top lane. They have no one counter pushing mid. I guess they're still a little bit afraid of mid because they don't see everyone on the Hellborn team. Only Magepin is showing with Parasite here. I don't see them winning a fight in their base. I feel like they need to like surprise jump them outside of it. This is going to be a tough fight. Let's see how it works out.
That's a fake doctor back here. I think it'll be pretty obvious, yeah. They realize that here. Here we go with the push now with Magebane. They're going to jump him a little bit. Swiftblade even opens coming out of the Genjiro. There comes a Falcon Punch, though. Malphite's coming out. Magebane Manda falling. No, he's actually still alive even with the token. He will go down there. Preservation in the background again. Not the greatest placement as they were all, for the most part, out of it. So, but still, Magebane does come back up. And now he's looking to make a move here. Pops the Shrunken Head. Swift Slash is bouncing, doing some good damage to him. About half-life. But the Mana Rift coming out of it. And Swiftblade is dropped so quickly as soon as the Swift Slashes ended. You see Doctor, he's back at base currently regenning right here. But they're going to lose a tower and possibly more. Doctor flies in. Not afraid to use mana now. There's that Storm Spirit, though. Fade will die in return. And they do catch Magebane a little bit, but it's not enough. Down goes Doctor. And we could be seeing our Cycle 3 champions here in Complexity coming through. Fight back Doctor. He flies back in. He was trying to hold his Palchazar. He uses all his mana right there, though, and now he's in trouble. Gets caught by the Rotten Grasp. It's going to be a kill. And they might as well throw up the GGs here because this is definitely pretty much over for Complexity here.
Yeah, BMG is feeling it. Is at the end, like the last game of the cycle. We might as well play it out. Gonna wait for the mega creeps, but yeah, this game is like it's over. Like there's honestly nothing BMG can do here, and we're gonna have a wingbow here in 600 gold or a heart on Magepane, and I don't see him dying after that. As for Complexity, they're gonna wait for next Conger, and now I'm not joking. They're just gonna make sure that they do not throw this game, which is the right decision. So they should be waiting for next Conger here. And Demonic's gonna be picked up in 400 by Deadwood, by the way.
Something that kind of hit me the last fight, too, and I don't even know if we really brought up, but Fade against Magebane, actually. And now
yeah,
Fade's...
it stuns him and drains mana. But it doesn't work percentage-wise, I don't think.
Oh, does it? No? Okay.
No, it only takes the initial, like, 56 times free. I mean, so split on free. I might be wrong, but when I saw him stun him last time, it was a 20 mana drain per hit, or 18, or something like that. It was not above a 20, I know that for sure. So, but I'm not sure. We should check that out for sure. Let's see next fight.
I mentioned that. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, it's obviously Fade does have the history of being a pretty good Magebane, not necessarily a hard counter, but pretty good against him. Now, speaking of Fade, going to find Pearl right here. Now, Magebane happens to be nearby with Parasite actually, and this is Swiftblade. He's in trouble. He does get the Swift Slashes eventually off, but there's the Geosbane, and they're going to kill him as soon as he stops bouncing around at the end of it. So Pearl killed, but so is Swiftblade.
Well, they're actually going to go for another kill here in mid, but won't be able to. They have so many items. Hellflowers.
Boxy found.
Found on the Rev ward there. Instantly killed. And Demonic is being sent out, and they're just going to go for top racks here. I mean, Magepane is kind of low, but he does have the wingbow now. It's going to be so hard for them to do 2,000 damage without Swiftblade or Fade. Like, they have 40 seconds here of complete freedom. Lex Talionis on the empath. Very good. It will help out a lot against Magepane. Problem is, like, he needs to be sheep for them to deal full damage. And that's a good word by Fusen, by the way. He was spotted by Parasite, though. Should maybe die here. Nope, he does not want to go for it in case of buybacks. And they're making a pathway here on the left side.
Yeah, they are. Clear cutting. Deadwood's good for that. Making a pathway for Behemoth here, it looks like. Then he runs on out. But this is going to be Mega Creeps, really, so we know what that means. Might as well just sit in your well at this point. GG, well played. Vote you can see comes out. It's official. Complexity are your Cycle 3 champions here of Han Tour Season 4. Congratulations to Complexity Gaming. They took the first cycle, came up short in Cycle 2 as Fresh then took it, and now here we are back in Cycle 3 where Complexity back on top. And definitely an impressive result for them. So Congratulations, Complexity. BMG, good effort. They do finish as the runner-up, the second place here. But again, Complexity definitely came to win here today. So, Zlap, your thoughts on the game and even the series now as a whole?
I think the first game was very, very good. Like, it was a really nice game to watch and cast, very action-packed and stuff. The second game, though, it just came down to exactly the way we expected it to in the start of the game. Like, we called it, like, the lanes were just set up for coL to absolutely dominate, and if they died top, like, if they fed, then the game would be a very short one. It did end up being a 40-minute game, but it is Complexity after all, and I don't mean that as a flame. I mean it as they usually drag their games out and make sure that they do not make any mistakes. They get those congers. They don't push base unless they have to, and they just play it way more safe than other teams, which is not bad by any means.
No.
So, very well played and drafted game, too, here from Complexity. And on paper, that game, they just had it all. Like, they just had everything they needed. And I do want to point out, though, as I said, I was a little bit disappointed that the supports weren't able to do much for BMG in either of the two games. I felt like it was more of a show of the other three players. And I'm not sure if that is a drafting or playstyle mistake, but I personally feel like they should be doing better, or they should be picking other heroes for them to do more.
Yeah.
But no, a good series overall, and congratulations to Complexity, of course. I did say Cycle 1 that I did expect them to win another cycle, so I'm not surprised.
Came pretty quickly here. Again, a Cycle 3. And, as far as BMG is concerned, I mean, this is a team that, last cycle they didn't even make top 4, and there's kind of been some questions going into this one. They kind of starting to fall off a little bit. They fought back here. They got third place, going into the bracket stage, the playoffs here. And then they showed right off the bat, again, 2-0 Reason, very dominating. Then they defeated Evil Corporation early on today, looking pretty good overall, 2-1 there. But they run into a tough team in Complexity here in the grand finals. And obviously, again, just simply outmatched here. But good to see BMG back to their ways. And, again, a team that we know we can count on being up top here. As, again, a second-place finish, some good points, still some decent money for them. So I am trying to get an interview, but as usual with these guys, having trouble getting a response now. Looks like they just went AFK all of a sudden. So let me try to see if I can get one of these guys here.
Yeah.
Quickly bring them on and talk about winning the cycle. I'm sure it's a good feeling after all. So in the meantime, Slapped, I don't know if you even know what's necessarily happening yet moving forward here, but there has been a lot of speculation. I mean, with you and your team and Panty's boys. I mean, is there anything to tell us here, or do we know what's going on, or what?
1 second, let me ask if I can confirm anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting you on the spot here. So.
No, it's okay. I was gonna talk about it soon, but last time I was working on a team for Cycle 3, of course. I'm sure a lot of people were aware. Of course, I kept names quiet and everything like that because I didn't want to upset anyone in case it didn't work out or go behind any didn't want them their teams to be scared or anything. So they did talk to their teams, of course. It was not a backstab thing or anything, but in the end, the team did not. We decided to not go through with the team, which was very sad for me, of course. I was able to play carry for one cycle and play with a couple of friends. I mean, Pani is an amazing guy, as I'm sure you're aware. You've met him. And it was very fun playing the cycle, even though our results weren't the greatest. But yeah, I just got confirmed, I can tell. So for this next cycle here, we'll be playing with Haxrin, Serenia, Macera, and Siva. So 3 mint players and Macera from Panty's Boys. So that will be the new team here coming into next cycle.
Ah, interesting. Okay, cool. So that's
and I will go back to jungle just to make that clear. I mean, it was fun playing carry, but I'm gonna let that. So Haxron will be playing carry, Macera will be playing mid, Serenia support, Siva offlane, and me in the jungle.
Got you. Okay, cool. All right. So obviously now that also then leaves questions on where does Pro Busk end up and those guys there, and how's that all going to shape up? Yeah, I guess that's probably stuff we're going to have to kind of see how it works out here over this next week at least into the next cycle. So, all right, that'll be interesting to hear. But, no, that's definitely something to look forward to, seeing you with the new team there and going to cycle number 4, again, next weekend. We'll start that off here. So, all right, it looks like I was able to get a hold of one of the guys here at least. So let me go ahead and bring him on here real quickly. You got what you nope, didn't mean to do that. There we go. We got what you got going to be doing. Adam Sandler, the one and only. Adam Sandler, are you there? Why am I
How's
doing
it going,
this? I
Breaky?
shouldn't be doing this. I mean, what you got? I'm sorry.
Hi, Adam.
What's up, Slapper?
No, I
So,
was actually going to ask you. No, actually, I'm not
no,
actually
no,
control.
go ahead.
Break it, take over. I was going to ask you how you do manage to do your acting career and Han at the same time, and how do you deal with all the fans in both the gaming world and the real world. But I figured that maybe we should take that in another place.
We'll save that for another time.
Save that for another time, all right.
Uh,
No, it's good to have you on here. What you got? Definitely, I'm sure feeling pretty good once again. Congratulations, first off. That's
Thank
a start
you.
here. So,
Thank you.
Cycle 3 champions is now who won the first one. I hear you're back at Cycle 3 taking it. How does it feel? I mean, you guys just as hyped as you were for the first one, or what?
Absolutely. Our Skype was insane. We were all like screaming, and we had so much adrenaline. We were really pumped. Feels good to win another cycle.
Did you expect to be facing BMG here in the grand finals?
To be honest, we were expecting a rematch with Evil Corp, but BMG, they had a really good series with Evil Corp in the loser bracket,
Yeah.
and they were definitely they definitely gave us a good series. The first game, in particular, was really close.
Let's talk about that. That was
Yeah.
a long first game right there that we
That it
had.
was.
Yeah, I'm sure you realize that. Yeah, about 80 minutes close to game time, even more than that when you had the draft and the pause and everything. But no, that was quite the grind right there. But coming out on top, I mean, what is it like playing those games? I mean, is that exhausting? I mean, when you're done, even though you won, like, is it like, geez, that took forever? Like, how do you feel after those kind of games?
Well, winning really long games feels really, really good because you invest a lot of time playing them. But it was like everyone was really tense. It basically came down to if we won or lost, specific team fights, and we were able to come out ahead in those team fights. But it was like super intense that game specifically.
Yeah, I gotta ask, like, how did you guys like plan those team fights? Because we were talking a lot about how BMG planned them, and they really really outplayed you like early mid game in every team fight with the sheeping and hellflowering of Oogie, and then ignoring him and killing the team. But then when you guys started picking up storm spirits and stuff, they weren't able to do that anymore, and you guys did the opposite and completely outplayed them in every team fight. Do you think that it was because of you guys playing really well, or do you think that they made mistakes in the late game team fights?
I don't know if I don't think they necessarily made mistakes. I think our goal when we went into team fights was keep Oogie alive. If they didn't kill Oogie, we knew we couldn't lose a team fight. And also, if we didn't let Cersei take over Oogie, that was like the big thing. Because if Cersei got Oogie late game when he was doing 100% damage, we thought that was the only way that we could have lost a big team fight was if Cersei got Oogie. But Oscar and Fuzzy were like MVPs of game one. They had huge stuns and initiations.
Indeed.
They were massive.
And we talked about the top team fight where you guys like turned the game. That was amazing. I think Fussy got like 4 stuns on Meraxes off in one team fight, and it was always on more than 2 heroes. It was really good.
Yeah, they played insanely well, and Formless did his thing as usual on the carry, so he gets some credit too. We'll give him a little credit.
Yeah, I mean, the Cersei about the Plague Rider. I mean, when those picks were happen, I mean, we were kind of scratching our heads over here, like, all right, what are they doing? I mean, were you kind of the same way, especially Plague Rider final pick? Was that throw you off here, or what?
When we saw Plague Rider and Cthulhu, we knew that they wanted to go long lane and just deny our carry farm. So 100% we didn't want to send our Oogie bottom because we knew he would get significantly less farm than if we put him anywhere else. So that was our main goal going once we saw their lineup. We just wanted to make sure to get Oogie farm because if Oogie got farmed and we kept him alive, as I said earlier, that was our win condition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, worked out for that. So, and then game 2. Well, obviously coming off of that high there of a long game 1 victory, it seems like you guys got control early on and just didn't look back. So, game 2, it's probably happy to have it end in a 2-game series here, right? Because that's the worst thing. They go into a third game after losing the second game. Being behind,
yeah,
so.
Definitely. And I specifically had a pretty good game, so I was like really I was like insane in Skype. I was just so pumped. I felt unstoppable because they didn't have a counter to me until Swiftly picked up the Alchemist Bones. So
yeah.
And even then, did you feel like it was a counter? I mean, if he kills your puzzle box, your purple one, he's dead. Like
I don't know if you saw, but I ran into Make in the jungle and I just taunted him and ran away because I knew he couldn't kill me. So I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like
I
he
was
couldn't
just like
really do
so
anything.
confident because of how farmed I was.
All right. Well, again, you guys claim the title here, get your share of the prize pool. Now you got another cycle eventually to be looking forward to. You know, we were kind of just talking about a little bit. I was talking with Zlap here before we had you come on about what his situation is with a new team possibly coming up and how this is going to also affect other teams. I mean, do you know anything about all these possible roster changes? And if so, like, are you curious to see how it works out? Or are you kind of just not even worried about that? You're just playing your own game and whoever you face, you face.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really worried. I've heard certain things, but I don't know what's true and what's not. So
Okay.
I'm pretty much just waiting until I see what happens. But
Do you want to
I
know?
mean, it's just, I mean, if you want to share, it's up to you, I guess.
We did actually share it like for just before you jumped on. We were
Yeah.
talking about
Oh,
me
okay.
because you guys weren't picking up your Skypes.
Oh,
Dang.
well,
So no,
Formless was supposed to do the interview, and he, like, I don't know, he didn't want to do it. So
Dodge.
no,
yeah,
it's
pretty
gonna be
much.
me, Masera, Serenia, Siba, and Haxron.
Okay, that's what I heard, so it's true.
Yeah.
That's good.
What are you? Not worried, huh?
Now are you
All right.
scared?
Um, I mean, we'll wait and see how it pans out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a pretty strong roster.
Yeah,
But
you know, like Haxron will be playing jungle and I will be playing carry, so you should be afraid.
ooh,
Oh, boy.
Axe best jungle incoming.
That's totally not happening. Totally not happening. No, but yeah, it's and then you know another team actually, Mystery Gang finally made it here to time in. They're going to be joining you guys in cycle number 4. So, are you looking forward to playing against them or?
Yeah, definitely. They're a pretty exciting team. I think I forget if they like any crazy hero picks or not, but they're usually pretty entertaining whenever I watch them play. So, I like them. They're a good team.
How did you feel about the patch here? I mean, this is the first full cycle that we got after a big balance patch that happened, and you know you got the whole groups and everything to play through it. Do you feel like have you felt kind of the changes out here? Have you been noticing some things? You like it here overall?
I think it's like anything else. You just need to get used to the changes. You know, when you're used to things for so long, like specifically the courier, it just takes a little getting used to. But it's not like the biggest deal. But yeah, I mean, you just get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
And I like most of the changes. I mean, there's a couple here and there that, you know, obviously no one's gonna like everything, but overall it's pretty good.
When are we going to see Zephyr coming out from you guys?
I don't know I don't know if we play Zephyr or not.
Well, I've
We
had
never
inside
practiced it.
information that Adam Sandler is not very happy with his captain because he doesn't get to play fun heroes like Slap does. He doesn't get to Balfagor jungle.
I never get to Doctor Jungle. I never get to Balf Jungle. Uh,
I mean, you've played
I
some pretty
rarely play
unique
Legionnaire,
junglers.
which is like my favorite hero. So.
Yeah, and Wild Soul.
Oh yeah, and Wild Soul. I was talking with Formless actually the other day about us picking Wild Soul every once in a while, but
Yeah.
you know, maybe in the future we'll see.
All right. We'll see. We'll see if he comes through here. Got to give him an interview too, man. We'll get him in the next one. Next cycle, you guys win.
Sounds good.
All right.
We'll see you in the finals.
Dang, it's begun. The
Ooh.
new rivalry. Slap, do you have any other questions here?
No, I think I got it all. Yeah, about the
Oh,
games.
Zlap, did you see me deny that tower bottom? You saw it?
Yeah, I did. You instantly whispered me after. Did you see what I did? And I was like, yep.
Okay, well, I wanted to make sure you saw it. Make you proud on Parasite.
Break it. He denied the tower like with the catapult, so he didn't give any gold to the other team.
And
Basically.
then he
The
jumped
tower,
out of it,
the tower had like 80 HP. I hit it twice with a Catman, jumped out of the Catman. I go into lane creep the Archer, and then I deny it.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was like standard play. Was it not?
Well, it was fun.
Sometimes.
It was funnier because he did it with the Catman, the archer.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
No, it wasn't a
Gotcha.
catapult.
Okay.
It
that
wasn't a
makes more
catapult,
sense.
exactly.
I was like, I mean, is that really that crazy? But okay, that makes sense. All right. Do it with the Snotter boss next. Then I'll be
That's true.
impressed.
Okay. It's not a boss, it is.
All right, but no, it's always fun having you on. What you got, and again, obviously another big congratulations, man. It was another good cycle here, and hey, cycle 3 champ. So you now have 2 under your belt, and there's 5 more to go. I mean, how are you feeling moving forward? Do you feel like Complexity's found its groove? I mean, are you the team to beat right now? You think?
Well, that's the way we feel. As long as we play at the top of our game, we feel like we can beat anyone on any given day.
Yeah.
So, yep.
In
Do you think that would be possible if you played on European servers as well?
Oh God.
Well, Oscar, I know
I have to
Oscar has
ask.
the high ping, and our new player Love is actually a US West player as well, and he gets above 200 ping on EU servers. So it's not just Oscar anymore; it's also Love.
Well, I have to ask because I have Sib on my team now, so he's known
Hmm.
to love US East. So I have to ask, give my players some shit.
All right. It just continues. It'll never end. It'll never end. All right, now what you got? Again, thank you for joining us, man. Any shout-outs, any final words you want to say?
Shout out to Complexity and our sponsors. Shout out to my teammates for an awesome cycle. They played really well. And special shout outs to Rag Roasty, Minnesota. Uh, yeah, that's it.
All right. Thanks again, man. Congratulations. We'll be keeping in touch, obviously, and we look forward to cycle number 4, where you're going to once again defend your title moving forward. So congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
All right. What you got joining us there from Complexity, of course. So always good to talk with him and having a good time there. And obviously, again, excited, just as excited, if not more, than the first cycle. I mean, you got to really put them up there as the team to beat now. I mean, you win the 2 of the first 3 cycles, that pretty much has to be the case, all right? So I think Complexity has earned that claim right here, and so we'll see how things move forward into Cycle 4. But again, Cycle 4 is interesting for several reasons, mainly with the with some of these roster changes and these new teams possibly kind of popping up. We talked about Mystery King even joining the ranks now, coming from the Gold Division. So it's going to be interesting, and it starts next weekend here. So, but Zlapt, that means we are going to be starting to wrap up here for the broadcast here. I want to say off the bat, always do appreciate you joining me here, and I know you don't have all the free time in the world, but when you're able to co-cast, it's great. It's great, I feel like. So,
Actually, courtesy to the viewers. I asked them if they wanted me to co-cast with you, and they said they wanted me to, and well, you wanted me to, so it was perfect,
It worked out there. Good.
Yeah.
That would have been awkward if I said no then. And the viewers would have hated me. No,
Wow.
but
They still love you, dude.
never
You've
do
been here
that.
for so long.
yeah, been here for a while. But no, it's good to have you on though, and I look forward to
Thanks
again
for
seeing
having
that team. Definitely. Any shout outs you want to give here?
Well, shout out to my new team. Shout out to Olsync Esports. Made him have a very successful career in their new game. And no, just thank you to the viewers for watching, and thank you for having me.
That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Once again, Complexity Gaming are your Cycle 3 champions, and they'll get to enjoy that for the time being. And moving into now what will be next weekend, what will of course be cycle number 4 kicking off with the group stages here. So as far as today's broadcast, though, we are going to be wrapping up here. So thank you as always for tuning in. Shout out to both Love and, of course, Zlapt once again for co-casting here. And shout out to you guys. And, again, congratulations to Complexity and BMG and all the teams that competed and made it here this far. So, but cycle number 4 going to be kicking off next weekend. Now, a couple of announcements on that. On this Saturday, I'm personally going to be out of town, so I'm not going to be here for the Honcast coverage. Znui, however, is going to be taking over as far as casting goes, has done it before here recently. Going to be hopping back on for the Saturday coverage at least, so looking forward to that there. But I will be back Sunday and then continuing on forward. But then also this Wednesday, actually, kind of a personal shout out here. I'm going to be doing my personal stream. I'm actually got a birthday stream that I'm going to be doing. Actually, this coming Wednesday is my official birthday here. So I'm turning 21 years old. Finally made it. So exciting times ahead. No, a little older than that, but no, gonna be enjoying some good time, playing a lot of Han, and maybe enjoying some fun new stuff in Han. I don't know. Something may happen. We'll see. It's going to be a fun Wednesday. Anyways, so look for that. And, of course, also look for Zlapt on his stream. I know all you guys know about that anyway. So, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are wrapping up. It's official. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time here on Honcast, which, again, will be next weekend here for cycle number 5. Have a good night. Or cycle 4, excuse me. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time. Congratulations, Complexity, once again.